me your DLC. Yeah, gang, I got you, bro.
Starting the stream with this. All right then. Hello, welcome all, welcome one and all back to the library. I'm your humble librarian Draco. Excited to be starting a new game. I'm not dropping Sparking Zero. I just, if you haven't realized, I haven't streamed the last couple of days, mostly just out of the fact of a mixture of work and personal stuff got a little intense. Uh, we have a massive sale going on at the meat market that I work at, and it's been not fun dealing with it. We're talking, I think last time I was at work, I sold over 100 pounds of chicken within like 2 hours. Yeah, it was not a fun time. Ultimately, I just took a step back, kind of reevaluated a couple of things, especially like trying to stream daily. I realized that was not a great idea. I also realized that streaming the same game for the entirety of the time is probably not a good idea. Uh, so ultimately, oh, right, this cutscene.
I trust this will suffice. God smiles upon the generous.
Truly.
Away with you! Back to your cell, little beggar!
Oh my god, bro! I can't get a fucking header off.
Excuse my friends. They're playing some games in the background.
Oh, so you were talking about TikTok earlier, bro. You know what gets me on TikTok? When people reply to your comments years later. So this person on TikTok replied to my comment literally 4 years later. I posted that comment in 2020, and I got a notification that says someone replied to your comment. I was like, I haven't commented on something in a long time, and I see one of my comments from 4 years ago. Like, why would you even
I
comment?
love that you're. This is the commentary happening over regicide.
By my hand. I cannot fathom it.
Bro, you got to go.
Regicide, the murder of a king or royalty.
Without an heir to wear the crown.
Look. Look,
You thought it act.
you probably asked someone over TikTok to games here or something.
In dark times, we stand
Oh, it's so dumb.
Your
God,
evidence.
I am so excited for this game.
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close.
What are you playing?
Metaphor Reef Enthusia. It's the new Atlas RPG. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted that one.
Shadows.
I'm streaming it right now if you want to take a look.
With the prince.
Well, I watched someone play like the first hour, just so I can know what I was gonna get into.
No.
I've been trying to go in blind, so I ask for. Also, this pretty boy son of a bitch.
I didn't realize what you said until my brain locked in on the word metaphor. I started to cast a fucking spell on me.
Speaking the arcane.
Yeah, spoke the fucking arcane. Now the mail of my goddamn job is not flying everywhere.
Also,
Thanks a lot.
this dude is sinister as fuck, and not a single person questioned. Like I do know at least a little bit.
Is on the horizon. Before they command that I dry my pen, I must
Finish my final work.
It is a tale of hope that may yet salvage this world.
2 goals against Qatar.
It isn't right.
Oh, may the King of England.
This idea of foreigners is
You
only
would say the
ever a tool
peanut wrangler?
against the foreign. If we could end such prejudice, surely
No,
war would be
it's low key. It's low key really refreshing
be free to travel to
to have a game just not hold back on what its message is.
The reality is, we are riddled with anxiety.
Yeah.
We fight, we oppress, and magic is but a tool of
Can
war.
we stop that? All right. Like, what are we
Our
doing?
world could be better. Can we not
The
bring
timing
such
on this kind of stuff. talking about, man, it's nice having a game that, you know, doesn't hide its message. Reggie, can we stop that?
In such a world, they need no sorcery.
Yeah, hide your messages. I don't care. Give me good graphics and good gameplay.
I don't care about a story. I just want to play a game and fucking zone out and not give a shit. Says like 90% of the fucking go won't go broke crowd. Who cares about artistry?
Only satisfied people it reads. All lives.
Sometimes I just want to not exist.
I know.
How did I
Real.
fail that challenge?
Castle on a cloud.
Don, no.
They have the message. Put it on the list.
No. Shh. Shh. I'm still working on that. I haven't gotten to that yet.
Wielded by a worthy avatar.
He has something
I
cooking,
believe a
and it's
hero
spicy.
will stand true and change the world.
Got a bit of kick to it.
After all, this world need
Oh,
not stay
yeah.
like this forever. The will
God, this
to
is
something beyond
beautiful.
this. Indeed, that is what we call fantasy.
No, how'd I lose the ball? What? Impossible.
I do love the idea and the concept of incorporating fantasy as something that isn't just escapism, but the idea of believing something better. Like that I genuinely enjoy. But yeah, so in general, a couple things are going to be changing. For one, I'm going to be trying to stream 4 days a week instead of trying to do like all the fucking time. I realize that that's unsustainable, especially as I am working a job and also trying to figure out stuff with school. I'm going to be trying to play. Damn, you bought this? Yes, Shy, I did. I'm very excited for this. I'm gonna need a 100% playthrough. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go for it. 100%, baby. Let's go. Blind. An absolute blind playthrough. Social link guides combat. You know what? I'm gonna save scum the shit out of this game, and in a blind playthrough, I'm gonna 100% it. Absolutely. about to come up with a whole ass fucking no, stop. I've already seen the cutscene.
Great into the goalkeeper's hands. I need a World Cup hat trick. So bad. Mbappe who?
Yeah. So, yeah, essentially the plan is I'm going to be trying to schedule this better, make this an actual part of my routine. All romance options, all bromance options. You know, I'd actually be happy if Atlas finally added a fucking gay romance into one of their games for once, because goddamn, they've been
Sorry.
every time, Reggie, every time I say something, it ends up being like, enough. No, but yeah, if we actually did get like real fucking gay romance for once in an Atlas game, I'd be happy, because they've been fucking blue balling us in that for years. I want to romance Ryuji, goddammit. Let me fucking have it. But yeah, no. Truth be told, no, God. I don't need to see the cutscene again. Yeah, I'll also be working on a couple of other things, getting a better microphone, for one, trying to figure out some soundproofing on my room, just a lot of other things. I came up with an idea, and part of my absence the last couple of days has been trying to figure out how I'm going to do that, and how I'm going to realistically set that up as an option. Between scheduling, what I need to actually do to keep track of it, and so on. I can't see too much about it. There's going to be a video that I will post on my YouTube channel proper once I get that set up. And it's a fun idea, one that I hope I can do. Even if I have to just do it as a side thing, it's something that I really do want to explore. I have always wanted to build a community off of the idea of discussion and being able to understand things better, to be a voice of reason when it comes to a lot of stuff, or at the very least be the type of person that can allow voice of reason to take over. So I have a particular idea that involves that to an extent, and I will be working on that and trying to provide a announcement video hopefully sometime soon. I cannot put a date on it just yet. I'm still figuring a lot of this out. But yeah, as a bit of a hint for anyone who ends up seeing this on the VODs, it does involve, as mentioned by a couple of my friends here, a list that exists out here on the internet. A particular one. A voice of reason? Yes, a voice of reason. Because why is it so bad to want people to be able to have civil discussions on the internet? I know a voice of reason, how unreasonable. Yeah. Truly a fool's errand. But I still want to do
I'll
it.
make that ass reason.
Alright then, done. Let's see.
You're welcome.
Let's see. But yeah, so that's everything I want to discuss and put out there. I say that as if there's going to be a whole bunch of people that'll see this, but, you know, still providing reasons, trying to interact, trying to talk to people, I think is better than just, you know, using assumptions as a way to avoid that. In any case, Metaphor Refantasio, or Fantasio? In either case, very excited. I've heard whispers of this game. I do try and keep away from spoilers as best I can. I'm not, and people are, yeah, Jai out here fucking completely losing his shit at the idea, even though I've told him like weeks before. No, I'm a fairly big fan of Atlas. They come out with a lot of incredible RPGs. I've loved the Persona series. I've been getting more into SMT. I adore their side games for SMT. Holy shit, their side games are so good. But even like a lot of their mainline stuff is really nice. Obviously, Persona, most people know about it for better or for worse. So hearing that they're going for their own take on sort of the classic fantasy formula rather than their sort of modern day supernatural. Oh my god, not again. But yeah, the idea of them going for their own take on the general fantasy formula rather than their more modern supernatural style that they do with most other things is really interesting. And I personally am very excited to see where it goes. I am a little sad. I remember first hearing about this a while back, and it's like, oh, we're getting a female main character for once? Hell yeah. And then they just kind of dropped the ball on that. So at least we're getting Ghost of Yote. there's that. God, we need more like good female protagonists in games, man. People need to stop fucking bitching about them too. Jesus. In any case, let's actually get started. So as I said, I don't know too much about what's going on in this game, just little whispers here and there. Diabolical fumble by Atlas, truly. Funnily enough, her character model, like, her as a character still exists, she's just not the main character, and that kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Watching me from a place beyond my sight.
Oh?
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Getting some isekai vibes here. Interesting. Who are you? Who shall guide the protagonist? Hello? Tell him nah. Nah, I'd win. I guess it's just letting me use my keyboard. Alright. Well, I think the obvious answer. There we go. So, yeah. My name is Draco. You will name the protagonist later.
A most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours.
Ah, so it is some isekai types stylings.
World is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this
Is a fantasy.
But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Don't care. Play the game, Dragon Man. Alright, well, you cannot care all you want. I tend to find this stuff fascinating. One of the things I do love about Atlas when it comes to games like this is that they actively try and ask a question. One that doesn't necessarily need an answer, but one that makes you think about concepts. Like, obviously, SMT has questions about religion, concepts of faith, of what it is to be human, and ideas of, like, chaos versus order. Persona is a little more heartfelt, but actually has a lot of personal questions about the self, about who you are, what you want to be, what it means to have the power to do something. Or sometimes what it is to have power to do things and then still not have enough. And so seeing them continue this here is very neat. As for my own thoughts on the powers of imagination, I mean, I know there are some people that believe fantasy and imagination are, you know, minor things that just kind of stick to your head, but I've always stood by the fact that the idea of creation comes from imagination. You cannot build something without having the creativity to work off of it. New ideas and concepts don't merely come out of nowhere. They require a bit of a spark. Nah. Well, I'm sorry, Jai. I didn't realize you were a boring person.
A passing daydream, an idle creation of a distracted mind. That must be how you see it.
Oh, crap! No, wait, that's the wrong one! Shit! Wait, no, I picked the wrong one!
Confess, my own answers still elude, but consider
Well, I guess we're a boring person in this playthrough. Fuck.
desire to make the world better than it is. Then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change.
Hopefully that doesn't... Imagination is the falsifial of the idea machine. Something like that. A little morose when you think about it.
will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
Alright, so difficulty. Storyteller, alright. I see you. I see what you're doing. I heard that this game can actually get kind of difficult. I'll be going for normal for now. If it's... Fuck off, Shy. I'll bump it to hard if I really feel like the game's getting too easy. But I'll do that after we get kind of out of the tutorial section. Yeah, very interesting start, having this idea that you're being talked to not as the protagonist, but someone who is connected.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's
Oh, hello.
Is it true then? The king is dead. Aye, and the guards...
You know, I'd say why didn't anybody notice you, but considering how how often people don't pay attention to shit, I can't really make too much of a comment.
Been hearing the stories. To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my
Also,
words.
the word has gotten round about the king.
What's the problem?
Uh-oh.
They're bandits.
So much for monsters, I guess.
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia.
commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us?
Yeah, no, our our candidate for king is definitely a savior. Just give us all your money. Give us all your money and we'll make sure that he saves you.
How did they get one of those?
So an igniter, I'm guessing, is what's used for magic?
That's right.
And we are now flat broke.
Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder.
Just a normal ass dude.
The knife is filthy.
He's boring.
Capital. Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
Give me back my book. That's my diary. No, my secrets. Leave them alone.
Hold it.
Well, now he's dead.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line. Unless you want to get stuck.
Oh. Well. I mean, if you could have done that earlier.
I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Ah, so you needed a reason. Code of honor, I'm guessing? Oh, well. It was good living while we had the chance.
Aw, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis?
Oh, that's a nice aesthetic. Kind of like a painted desert. He kicked off a cliff here. Oh, wait, that's... Okay, I really like that.
Okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Do. Dessert for...
Are you alright?
Oh, we got voice acting for the main character? Oh, let's go. Dessert for picking normal.
Been worse.
You know, if I picked hard, I probably would have started with like half my fucking health, right?
You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right?
I picked hard, that cutscene would have happened, my fucking leg would have been stabbed. I would have been out here limping.
The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
So, stupidly important mission, something that we've got to pay attention to, something that we have no information on. That's a neat little transition.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt. You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Your movement key. Use the movement keys to move. Hold RT, right trigger while moving dash. Press B to dodge enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the map to see which way to go. You can view tutorials you've seen before in the main menu. All right.
Let's go. Stop!
Wait, I'm sensing something. Sensing close. Don't move. Tis but a flesh wound. Walk it off. Ah, yes, me bleeding out of my very exposed arteries. Just a flesh wound. Sandworm Valmo. This does not look like an early game enemy. Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed yet, though. Fae sites. Ah, so we are already fucking around with the Fae. We are already doomed. Rule 1 of the Fae. Don't fuck with the Fae. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Prepare as best you can.
They look pretty tough. Careful now.
Just gonna make our way up here. Avoid all of the probably way over our pay grade monsters.
Look,
To do. Oh, it is storming outside. Goddamn.
just checking. But you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Could you refresh my memory?
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh god. I love this. I love this. God, it's so nice having like an actually voice acted protagonist when it comes to this.
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives?
Yeah, he seems not like cheeky, I guess, but a little like no, he seems fun. I'm gonna enjoy this.
First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die.
Joining the military. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Even if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least.
That is an interesting saying. Like, the idea that anxiety creates monsters. I mean, I could definitely see it. That idea of...
The usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
The idea that anxiety breeds the aspects of things that make people monsters. Yeah, I can see that. So those music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gelka's music is inspiring. So she's just... her magic is literally just background music. Got it.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
Indeed it does. Also, damn, we lost a viewer.
Over there.
That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Right there. Almost there. Let's keep moving and try and stay out of sight. There's a whole fucking horde of these things out here. Fuck it, I'm gonna go for the items anyway. Just turn around. Please. Please. Fucking last couple stragglers. Come on, leave. Let me...
I don't like this.
Alright. Medicinal herb. Medicinal herb. Alright. Alright. I like the way the minimap clears too. It's not too bad. Oh god. That was a little close. Make our way over to this destroyed caravan, I guess? Oh, this is bad. Oh. That's, and we died. Good game, everybody.
The United Kingdom of Ukrainia. The year is 785. Ukrainia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety
3 nations,
spreads
8
among the tribes.
Ah, I see.
Authorities tear them apart, and no mortal
A
man
theme of anxiety and fear breeding the worst in people. I see what's going on here. How the fuck did we survive that? Like, for real, where was the rest of this caravan?
painted anew.
What, did they save us or something, or? Oh, great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory and grant me the... God damn it. If you're gonna give me a sentence, give me enough time to read it, please.
Whoa, just look.
Is like no one gonna comment on the fairy? Like it's one thing when she was in the bag, but she was just like out in the fucking open at this point. Oh, I see you two hooking up in the alleyway.
Get on with it, lad. Drop the dog. Hang him dead. Please.
I see we are already using slurs.
Try to deny it. You trample the law for the fun of it. Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Already moving into the racism aspect of it all. I see.
That crowd is going to listen to any
Not stopping for a second. I can. Well, I should say I can appreciate that, but.
Special coin.
Motherfucker, didn't we get robbed? What coin do we have left?
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid.
Do I look like I have any street smarts?
We're not
What?
tourists here. Gotta stop it.
Okay, why would you want any of that jewelry? Like, most of those gems are bigger than you.
You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even.
Oh, damn. We about to get we're about to get profiled like all hell. Alright then.
Capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside.
I mean, pretty hard to get a bunch of people from different walks of life into a small town, though, isn't it?
Not that it's very balanced. I see more Plamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
I mean, I could do my best. You got any, would that be cultural appropriate? That'd be kind of like blackface, wouldn't it? Just, like, slapping on some ears or some, like, horns or something. That'd probably be really fucking, now that I think about it.
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination. Shh. Who hears you say that?
And the rumor mill already begins to turn.
It's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
A battle for the throne.
Monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Who's damn out here talking about how great this man is. Meanwhile, bandits roaming the countryside, talking exactly about talking about how yes, Luis will save us. Just give us all your cash in the meantime. I guess when people don't travel or don't listen, you're not gonna be hearing all of that, but damn.
Glad to see how the nation can come back from this. We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
Also, these motherfuckers just out here vaping. They got magic vape pens in this land. I mean, good for them, I guess. Because that's definitely not a pipe. I'm not.
His son stricken.
Oh.
Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown? We've done all in our power.
Oh, that's a
Not even
fun
the
effect.
kingdom's best
Also,
could purify this affliction.
holy shit. Look how fucking big that dress is on her. What the hell? I mean, if you're floating on a if you're moving around on a floated thing, or a floating platform, I get it, but at least have the dress try and fit on you. Holy shit, that thing is so baggy.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice.
Yeah. See, the old lady gets a portrait, but the little guy doesn't.
For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy.
Little old
I
scholar.
never thought I would have to ask this of you, but there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there?
Also, is the prince an Elder as well? Wait. No horns, no ears. Yeah. Interesting. So the father isn't an Elder. The prince is. So is that sage lady. I have no idea what the little guy here is.
Is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows
We're
who
just
you are.
gonna have this conversation in the street. I keep going back and forth on it. Like, I understand sometimes people just ignore shit because it's easier, especially in the city. But there is a certain point in time where, like, if you see something weird, you just kind of have to look at it. And no one here is going to be commenting on the ferry talking about secrets, plans, and espionage.
Means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us.
Can we, like, move to an alleyway? Or just, like, just not in the fucking open?
Step one. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So?
Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. Press RB to open local map, and if you're unsure, try pressing Y. Gallica always has good ideas, or so she thinks. Good to know the game has confidence in her as well. Press up in safe areas like towns to save your progress. Alright. First rule of any RPG, especially an Atlas game, save like hell. Never, and I mean never, go around doing a bunch of shit without saving. Accumulator. Is this a magic igniter as well? Wonder how it's used. Alright. Accumulator. I'm guessing it gathers the magic in the air and then brings it for later use? Interesting. Menacing soldier. May I ask you to step away from the accumulator? That goes double for one of your tribe. What's that? Nah, that guy will probably fucking stab me in the street and no one's gonna bat a goddamn eye. Accumulator. Looks like you don't know anything. How pathetic. If you have no business here, then be gone. You're getting in the way of my work. Alright then. Let's see. Why is there an Elder in this sacred capital? Yep. Already dealing. The crowd keeps coming. It must be a royal funeral. Alright, coachman. Here we are. Grand Trad. Frankly, I don't have any good things to say for how Parapus are treated here. We know. We don't need you telling us. We got attacked by a monster in our hometown. We had no choice but to come here. Regardless of how we're treated here, we gotta make it work. Okay, so the Parapus are animal ears generally. They're treated lower class. It's Memorandum. Ah, there we go. So, Elder Tribe. The 9th tribe, distinct from the commonly known 8 tribes, they are condemned by the Sanctus Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the Church. Their population is so small that even see one in public is rare. They face greater discrimination than any other tribe. In fact, many outside the main cities don't believe they exist. So we are essentially prime for racial discrimination. Each of the 8 tribes possess unique physical traits, making them recognizable at a glance, such as the Clemars, those are the ones with the horns, and Rosantes. long ears. The elder tribe, however, bears no such distinguishing feature and thus are regarded as inferior beings. Klumar. The Klumar tribe composes the largest population in all of the allied kingdoms. Their most distinctive features are the horns that grow on both of their heads. Klumars have a broad diversity of facial and body types, which essentially makes them average. The Ukrainian royal family are Klumar. The members of the tribe hold a majority of important positions within the government, leading many Klumars to internalize the belief that they are the kingdom's most preeminent tribe. Ugh, words. Klumars value freedom and dislike illogical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussion, but do not always consider the situation or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. However, some studies suggest this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental positions and other important offices. So they like to have discussion, but they're too stubborn to really see themselves as anything but the best, is kind of what I'm getting. So the perfect people to be in a place of power where they have a majority of say. Wonderful. Rosinante, one of the most populous tribes of the United Kingdom, second only to Klumar. Long pointed ears are their most distinguishing feature. They often boast excellent physiques, which has given them superior martial prowess. Rosinante women are stronger than most men of the other tribes. Many inevitably work in the military and often hold key offices. They're considered as influential as the Klumar, and the true tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Many Rosinante pride themselves on outperforming others in strength. While this can be perceived as self-disciplined competitiveness, on the flip side, there are many with a belligerent temper obsessed with proving superiority in a situation. So essentially combining elves with dwarves into a admittedly interesting. I also like they give extra detail to the ears with like a bit of the, oh, they're not quite elf ears. I know what it is. They're closer to donkey ears. That's interesting. With the little tufts. Parabus, a tribe recognizable by bestial ears and tail. There are many variations in their hair and skin colors, including cold color skin not seen in other tribes. Cold color. Like blue or icy? They're physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation for hedonism, for better or for worse. They are drawn to parties and festivities, and while this happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as recklessness. Due to this stereotype, they are looked down upon by other tribes, which prevents them from securing a foothold in politics despite being nearly as populous as the Rosinante and Klumar tribes. The discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. So because they have the hobbit-like disposition of enjoying a party, they're looked at as untrustworthy and a bit... Okay. Prince of Ukrainia, the son and heir of the throne of King... Oh, God. Hithiladius the Fifth. More than 10 years ago, a mysterious attack in the royal palace left him afflicted with a deadly curse. The curse took its toll on his body, and though he bravely endured treatment, his recovery was interrupted several years later when he and his closest aides suddenly vanished from the castle without a trace. The king exhausted all possible means to find him, but was ultimately unsuccessful. He was formally declared deceased 3 years ago, and the royal funeral was held in his honor. Interesting. So we're not exactly in league with the royals. Got it. Gallica, a fairy who accompanies traveling boy on his journey, doubling as a chaperone for his special mission. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy trait allows her to more proficiency than traveling boy, which we don't have a name for him at the moment. When it comes to sensing Magala and knowing magic, and then she can become, though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she is a reassuring travel companion. To magic. A drone term for technique that consumes power to cause phenomena that bends the laws of nature. It has a wide range of applications from modest use in daily life to destructive power in war. However, as magic igniters, which require state permit for ownership and use, are required for people to be able to use magic, many cannot wield magic. Magic igniters. So it's not exactly like a bloodline thing with other stuff. It's just, do you have the money? A tool that acts as a conduit for magic power, without which people cannot perform magic. To own or use them, you must obtain a permit from the kingdom by passing a test, with some exceptions, just as those serving in the state army. Igniters can be costly depending on the power and specifications, and purchasing them is akin to buying land or housing. So yeah, it's essentially, do you have the money? Gauntlet runner, that was the thing they were riding on. Often called runners, a shorthand, a general term for magic-powered semi-automatic vehicles designed for traversing the wastelands, either overcoming or circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomenon. Traveling the wilds on foot or even in lightly armored carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trips life-threatening risk. So exploration is rough around here, and potentially not even just in the desert. Music and magic, the unusual variety of magic that causes the listener to become aware of their state of mind through the form of sound and music. As it is a modest form of magic with seemingly no utility on the battlefield, it is considered a meaningless, trifling skill in society and thus rarely used. Interesting. Uchronia, a union of allied kingdoms, spans the kingdom of Uchronia, the Principality of Oceania, and the Principality of Monterio. Uchronia being the suzerain, with its king holding authority over all three kingdoms. The original king, Hytholadius, was this United Nations' first ruler and often revered to as the founder king. So this is a new state of affairs. This whole situation with like the kingdom and everything is not exactly long-standing. Okay. Royal capital Grand Trad, the nation's largest city, capital of both the kingdoms of Uchronia and the United Kingdoms at large. Also referred to as the royal capital, being the home of the palace and seat of royal bloodline, known for its solid ramparts, a site which has long been emblematic of the city itself. However, the massive regolith Grand Cathedral was built. However, when the massive regolith Grand Cathedral was built, the building's grandeur became the new symbol of Grand Trad. So the church has begun to take a seat of power. Oh boy, religion in my RPG. I wonder where this is going. Sanctism, the monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of the one God, the Almighty, the religion of the majority across the United Kingdoms. Its sanctors preach the uttering and the prayer, closere, which one's whole heart will reach God, bringing salvation. It is the state religion and the sanctus hierarchy in deeply intertwined with the kingdom's politics. Currently, the crown's theocracy is at the heart of the kingdom's political affairs. So yeah, essentially there's a couple of different factions slowly gathering for power. That older guy is part of the sanctum, and then we have Luis, and then I imagine all of the others within that room are vying for power in their own ways. Interesting. It's an elder. Why, he's one of your kind in Grand Trad. What's wrong with me being here? I have business here. Silence. Sanctism teaches us that the Elder are an evil tribe that defy the teachings. So get back. Stay away from me, you fiend. Devilish magic, she says. If you were so magical, I doubt you'd have it so hard in life. She's aggravating, but let's not cause a scene. Yeah, so immediately the first person we talk to already wants us to leave. Yeah, that sounds about right. Shady woman, you do not have any... Are you an Elder? Interesting. You look important. Keep that in mind. What? God damn it, Atlas. Come on! You're doing so good! An Elder, huh? Pretty unusual in these parts. No, that's not quite. Oh, not trying to be rude. Just mind yourself. The city ain't the friendliest to us inferiors. Does that bother you? I'm fine. Parapet's tribe or not, I can knock those full 6 weeks to Idol's Day. Alright then. Are you gonna be a part of the main party, or... We'll have to see. Imbecile of a driver. How long will this take? Can't help but notice we passed the recruitment center back there. I bet I could register for the army faster than this carriage can exit the city, so hurry it up before I put a bounty on your horse's head. Now, sir, please be patient. With the royal funeral approaching, foot traffic is at an all-time high. People being disgruntled over commodity and ease of access being taken away.
Hey!
I bet it's... Oh, okay, yeah. No exploration, I get it, I get it. Oh.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
Are these all fucking...
Thank goodness that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Okay, so there are different variations. I wonder if that'll be an equip system we have. Now I want one, not interested. Yeah, now I want one.
For myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic.
Well, not all of us are born with the gift of magic. I mean, even if it's just background music, at least it's something.
Magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, not exactly.
Magla. Is that like the particles floating around us?
A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile.
She is so pretty.
Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies.
Oh yeah, they'd probably take one look at me and either try and order me executed on the spot, or probably have some weird ass fucking medicine or ritual shit that they need Elda eyes or something like that for. I don't know, rich people are weird.
Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter?
You say humble as you as you have essentially are selling like high brand tech equipment.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
Ah, yes, because trying to get something that allows me to catch magic, and the best thing that I would want is a souvenir one. Yes, the assumptions about the money in my pocket. Royal Scepter?
The Royal Scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow.
I'm sorry, you're the one who said I was sheltered.
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations.
Looks like a rib cage.
If you believe the legend,
Eins?
it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power.
I mean, like...
Practically,
You-
might call it the world's most potent magic
I mean,
igniter.
you don't have, like... You're talking about, like... I get you modeled it after the staff, but, like... You act like it would have the same power. There's no way you would be able to sell some shit like that.
No living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? King
Actually, wait, she was just the first person to actually call it the fact that we have a fairy. What the fuck? I just realized that. Are you the only person who can see her? Or is just everyone fucking ignorant? Like, more ignorant.
You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
Won't be staying long.
I don't think I'll be here long.
A word of caution then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
You know, not exactly the best sale pitch.
Ominous. She has a point, though. Anyway, we don't have to come hang around.
Oh, God. Dangerous to go alone. Take this. And you could, if you're that worried, you could just, you know, give me an igniter. I'm just saying, you know? Make my life a little bit easier. Oh, it has, like, filters in it. Oh, that's cool. So I'm guessing this is the magla. Are we able to see it? Is that part of the heterochromia that we have? We have, like, special eyes.
This is a joy.
Do the like, trying to figure out a voice. Do the Lycan magic association's igniters have to be so damn expensive? Though I suppose all magic igniters are pretty costly. I hear you, mate. Maybe I'll lodge a complaint with the shop owner, you know, like I did at the exchange earlier. Now, this shop is owned by Bridget Lycan. I heard she isn't one to be trifled with. Regardless, I'm a paying customer. Let me speak with her. You are on some shady shit. Lethargic soldier. I joined the army because I looked up to Lord Louis, but now I get my ass handed to me if I so much as mention it. What's the state army gonna do now? Won't find any decent recruits getting that messy state of things currently. Oh, the recruitment place? I go down the street towards the cathedral, and it'll be in the building on the left. You're looking to enlist as a soldier, hmm? Not like there's other work for elders, I guess. Don't make assumptions. You think you're better than the grime and sunshade row you crawled out of? You're in for a rude awakening, boy. And fuck you. Can I go down this alley? Is there something here? Nope. Try and, like, keep an eye out for anything. What the hell? No one gonna do anything about this, or... Oh, okay. Just leaving a bunch of grain out in the road? Whoever's barrels those are, they're gonna be pissed. I was hoping that we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elda, but the people here have a sharper eye than I thought. I mean, it doesn't help that I have a, fairy flying next to me 24/7. Or the fact that I'm kind of the only person with, like, blue hair. Or heterochromic eyes. Or, honestly, just everything about me. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but you're best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission. On that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. Ooh, new stuff. Alright. Recruitment center. A center located in every city for people to apply to join the army. For those without family or means, volunteering is one of the quickest ways to earn money and social credibility. Recruitment is not always open, but concerns about public safety due to the sudden death of the king, as well as monster outbreaks in the area, has led to an unusually long recruitment period into the royal capital. Just throwing them into the meat grinder. Forden. Ostivam Forden, the 78th Santifex of the Sanctus Church, the state religion of the United Kingdom. He holds the highest authority within the Sanctism and, as such, is the leader of the Crown Theocracy. Despite hailing from the Roag tribe, rather than the more common Klimar or Rosinat tribe, he enjoys a broad base of support. In the turmoil following the sudden death of the previous king, many view him as something of an interim king, given his position as the leader of the moderate faction. Okay, so he's not... So he's a centrist, or at least something close to a centrist. As close as someone who runs a fucking theocracy I could be to a centrist, I guess. Oh, God. Now that I think about it, everyone here is just different flavors of conservative, aren't they? Oh, man. This is going to be interesting political race. But yeah, so I'm imagining maybe... Because if this is an Atlas game, they're not going to... They might, but they're usually kind of the ones to let you choose paths. So maybe we can choose who to back? Or maybe we just throw ourselves in. Well, we'll see what happens. Magla, a technical term for the magic power that serves for the basis of magic, the varying amounts of all things found in nature, including people, plants, and animals. Because Magla sometimes crystallizes in areas of high concentration, some scholars theorize the Magla may be physical particles too small to be seen within the naked eye. But we can see it. Or at least me, player character, person playing the character can. Royal scepter, an ornate cane-like scepter passed down through the generations of Ukrainian royal family, proof of their right to rule, the magical instrument of extraordinary capabilities, powerful enough to induce natural disasters, can only be wielded by the king, and the popularly termed royal magic. A command serves both as a pillar for the king's authority and deterrent for war. Man, watch them really be pulling the, like, hide it in plain sight and just have it framed there. Like, that's the actual goddamn scepter. What do you do if someone tries to buy it at that point? Consequently, any king of Ukrainia must be well versed in magic, and the boon of the royal lineage is not enough to ensure succession to the throne. Similarly, there have been many cases where an offshoot member of a prince's family has become king, when the magical bloodline's most direct heir was judged not to have enough magical aptitude to truly wield the royal scepter. So we're having some Three Kingdoms type shenanigans with that. The royal magic, powerful magic passed down through the generations of Ukrainian kings, invoked through a unique magic igniter called the royal scepter. There's tremendous power that can bring about anything the king desires. There are several records of its use in the long history of the kingdom, be it for revolutionary or oppressive aims, but each is described as a cataclysmic disaster. It continues to represent a strong deterrent power to the royal family in the kingdom. Why have there... Well, I guess I know why there haven't been more people that have tried to go up against the royal family at that point, but I imagine a lot of people aren't quite happy about the idea of someone being able to pop out a tornado whenever they want if they get pissy with the populace. Huh? Recruitment center? What do you want? What, you want a list or something? It's just on the road if that's the case. But an Elta? Enlisting? Bloody hell, what'll be next? Wouldn't be such a sorry state if Luis was in power. The mouth on this guy. If we weren't focused on saving the prince, I'd give him a piece of my mind. Let's just grin and bear it. So Luis is definitely the one that has the military faction behind him. The Sanctus obviously has the religious and therefore a lot of the country folk, because if they do model this after history, a lot of the intermediate country folk tend to fall within the religious crowd as well. Ooh, wings. I wonder what clan you're from. I heard that Katharina caught another huge bounty. Even the army couldn't pin down its location, so we were lost to what to do. The Parapus has a nose for these things, eh? She's putting the rest of us to shame. I'm guessing it's the lady with the fucking thigh highs and, like, midriff showing. God damn it, man. Okay, recruitment center is here.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
Oh, thank you for being supportive. Here's hoping I don't get arrested on the spot. Walk in. It's an Elda! Get him!
A blue blood, are you?
Jesus Christ, this... That man... Oh my god. He looks like a fucking blobfish. Holy shit.
Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine.
God, the wrinkles on his nose when he scowls.
It will be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country.
What? First, we have one of the worst sale pitches I've ever heard, and now we have probably one of the most insane recruitment speeches I've seen in a while. Motherfucker, you need people to enlist. Why are you doing this?
Will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Yeah, fuck this dude.
Words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the guard anymore.
I'm saying.
But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
You will earn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece.
One Piece. Da, 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 da. Anyway, yeah, no, you're a dickhead.
Hurry it up.
Also, just insane amount of wanted posters.
I thought your kind was long gone.
Nope, still here.
Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those.
Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? I mean, alright then?
What brings you to enlist?
Oh, now we're getting... Okay. I want to fight for change. I need money. I'm just bored. I want to fight for change.
Fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Stronger than I look. I got a sharp mind. I take luck of punishment. I'm small but quick. I've always been lucky. Imagining this is for stats, so that's obviously strength, physical skills. That's for magic. That's for health. Guessing that's for speed. Yeah, that's for speed. And then that's for luck, which would be like crits. One of these two. Usually they try and lean you to a mixed attacker, and then you can kind of choose where you go. I think I'm gonna go with magic.
I've got a sharp mind.
Yes, you and every unschooled troglodyte.
God damn, dude.
Last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
The biggest dickhead. Alright, what am I naming you? You know what? We're gonna go with the boy. Satanta. Let's see if we can make a hound out of you yet, boy. Also just sitting there.
We'll get some use out of you yet.
Fucking racist ass dickhead. Hope I get to murk your ass.
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment.
Depends if your porky pig ass can actually do anything to stop it.
You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Hop to.
Let's do... What a long line. Guess we got no choice but to wait our turn. They said tribe don't matter in the army. They'll probably put me up front as a meat shield. Now that I can find better work. I wish I could serve Count Louis. This army's built on merit, so even a parapet can stand a chance. Bulletin board. Sure, a lot of wanted posters. No time to be gawking. We have to get in line. Blasted. I've come to enlist because I've heard you can make a quick reeve here. Are they really going to make me work alongside a creepy elder? A parapet I can deal with, but an elder is... elder are right and ominous. I heard you... heard that. God's own scriptures there's where... Guess you can't expect an elder to know shite. I'm gonna say what he wants. Finding someone like him would just be a waste of energy.
Whatever.
You're so young. Are you enlisting too? Oh, not much of a choice if you don't have money or a job. Reeve makes the world go round, as it were. You want a magic igniter? Join the queue. Cutting's only gonna get you chewed out. You're enlisting as well. The line starts behind me. If so, the line starts behind me. If so, was there something you needed? Are you really a noble? I take you overheard my interview? Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like, Hume?
Hume? Hume what?
Next.
What truly is these horrific Humes?
Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? The first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Oh, fucker. They literally tried to make sure that we have everything. Why the fuck are you worrying about... Alright.
Crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Poetry, my dear sir.
Boy.
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it?
Gotta show us the one good noble. The one who isn't a racist dickhead.
You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau strength?
Ah, there it is.
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
If you do it now, we can't use you as meat shields later. So save the energy so we can throw you at the monsters.
Sorry for making a scene. You alright?
That was terrifying. Thanks.
You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
His arms are so...
My job any harder, please. Here.
Motherfucker, I didn't even do anything. Alright. Cinder Igniter.
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway.
Yeah. Man, that dude's arms were so lanky. Maybe it's just me. They seem a little too long. The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms, like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Royal Capital Vicinity Map.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Imagining how many bodies it took to get that all situated.
Listen up, striplings.
Probably fill out... probably enough bodies to fill out that entire area that they mapped out, now that I think about it.
Is Captain Klinger.
Klinger, oh.
You miserable lot are under my command.
Oh,
I'm
joy.
sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceeding for his majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again.
Yes, no, of course, because all of the experienced soldiers are going to be the ones that are going to be guarding the dead body. Meanwhile, when it comes to the actual threats of the outside world, we'll send in the recruits.
First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you true guard. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Like, just master pain as a concept? I get you're trying to be threatening here, but that doesn't make any sense.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Oh, how coincidentally good. Or how coincidental. Fuck. I need to be better about my words. Nice to... What, so you're just gonna be fucking waking us up at odd hours of the night just because?
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow.
Oh, she has like fucking... She has particle effects for her wings. I do like the look of her wings though. They have a kind of stained glass look to them. That's really cool.
Hey, you awake?
Nope, I'm asleep.
Oh, I'm asleep. Good night.
Very funny. Look, I just...
A little bit of a... Not quite full dickhead, but a little mischievous. I can appreciate it.
I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
Never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it.
Yeah. Please don't just bring up my trauma because you want to rant to me about my other trauma.
The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Nah, I won't be a dick.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks.
Oh, we're back to here.
It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other. And no soul is born with discrimination.
You know, that's... I wish that was the case. Like, reverse isekai to the best version of our world? That'd be amazing.
So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a
If
world,
only.
There is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets will travel. And in the laws of these emotional and satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal.
Yes, well, that may be in the laws. It's up to how they're enforced that really matters.
Oh. You see, no magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world.
That is a nice framing device. Kind of using our world as a fantasy.
Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well.
Just imagining her trying to, like, stand on the pages and try and kick them up.
Good night.
Single page lift is like a full-on workout. Yes. Yawn. I do not yawn because I am bored. I yawn because I am tired. I promise. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, no, it's...
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you?
The Princess
Our
Dream.
lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay?
Aww.
Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too...
Oh, God.
I know that. But I'll
The
fight
idea of, like, thorn vines growing from your heart.
Prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy
You're a
of the
kid, dude.
A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost.
When kids have to feel like they need to take on the world, shows you how bad the world really is.
So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it.
So look at those shoes. Oh God.
You'll be a hero.
Those little bag shoes. No, this is so cute. Also, still seeing the Magala in the air. Oh, oh no! Oh no! Also that's gotta fucking hurt. Is he? Oh my God, he's a little bat. He's a little Batman. Oh, that's so cute.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
And just like that, he inherited the dream. Reading the book along the way. Got that fucking like Big Brother protector look on his face. I will protect you, small child. I wonder if they'll have romance options in this one. It's probably not the focus here, but I mean, a lot of people like Persona for that, so Atlas is not above trying to milk a cash cow. And I don't blame him.
Until arrival at the northern border
Ooh.
fort, one day remains.
Ah, so we do have a time system similar to... Okay. I wonder how far we've come. Let's find out the destination. Let's find our destination, the northern border fort. World map. You can view information about your surroundings in the world map. Use the movement keys to highlight the location you want to learn about, then press A. Yeah, so if they have that, that means that we'll probably have a bunch of time-sensitive missions. So they are going to have, similar to Persona, that idea of, like, balancing your time correctly. At least from what I can tell.
Let's see.
Fort Camp.
Hold on.
Let's see.
Hold on.
Let's see.
Okay, so there are camps.
Let's see.
I'm guessing these camps can act as little rest spots to buy stuff in between story missions. For now, we're just gonna... the northern border fort. This is where our contract should be, so hopefully we find him quickly. Okay, let's... Fuck it, let's check. Oh, we can't. Alright. Alright. All we can do for now is rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
Yeah. I mean, if they're gonna go all the way out with this, I imagine that they would.
The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Yeah, if they're gonna go all the way with that presentation of the time, I imagine they would actually have some time-based stuff with it at the very least.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you blackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician.
Yeah, titles, fucking feats, whatever the fuck. You're running the first moment you have the chance.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
Yeah, no, his arms are just... I don't know why. His arms feel so weirdly proportioned. Still like his character design overall, though. Simple but effective. That might seem a little racist. That's a little too vague, so we'll go with that.
Interesting. It tells the tale of a world with no magma arts. A peaceful one.
A world with no magma arts would be better, would it?
I mean, that's if you ignore some other stuff that we have.
Describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
You can dream all you want, but if you don't actually put the effort in, it'll never manifest.
A babe with his first sword, thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you. Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
Dickhead, but I do not want the trouble.
I apologize for him.
See? Take a cue from your friend in the lesser tribe.
Fuck you.
Well, Clamar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
I'm Satanta.
I have that right?
Satanta.
It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
Here and now, we're peers.
There's gonna be like, for any of the people who see, there's gonna be a lot of people like, who the fuck is Satanta? What the fuck do you mean? I realize I haven't really explained that. I am a lover of mythology, and I happen to be Irish, so naming him after the childhood name of a particularly well-known Irish hero. Figure it fit.
By the skin of my teeth. Now, where was I? Right.
Ah, yes. All of the bluster.
Someone
And let's see if he can back any of it up.
Is that soldier.
Dude, walking on a limp like that, Jesus.
Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Dude's entire back is covered in blood. Speak to me. What happened? Come on.
Stay on guard. It's too.
He's unconscious. Yes, unconscious.
Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind.
Mm-hmm.
See to the poor bastard's wounds.
Yeah, definitely.
To go on ahead, alone. Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for?
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause?
I don't know. I figure backup would be. Oh, God. Gotta love spam calls. Fun. That's gonna be fucking annoying.
The guard has no place for cowards.
You're the type of person to order your entire fucking unit to do a frontal charge despite being outnumbered. Yeah, nah.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is
Motherfucker. You got recruited last night. We're warriors. Literally got his sword and his fucking wand like last goddamn night. Oh no.
Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward to the fort then.
Oh man. No, don't call for backup. That's too stupid.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
When the fuck did you get up?
Explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Did you just have armor? Because there's no way they had armor for it. Like, do you? I guess wearing it like day to day would be. I don't know. It's just you just had this the whole fucking time.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
I don't have a reason to lie to you.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
No, we haven't. I have no idea why no one else has noticed.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Damn.
Well, just stay behind me and you'll be alright.
Fucking just give him all my goddamn secrets, Galka. I see what it is.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay.
Oh man, you're dog shit at fighting. I mean, did you see how you were in Sparking Zero? This is gonna be awful. You're gonna die so quick. Thank you, Galka. Yes. So thank you for the vote of confidence. I appreciate it. As my turn events, don't lose sight of mission. I know. Be careful. Our contact should be inside. We just have to find them. You're running with such purpose. What was that you were talking about? You said something about your ally. Dude, how are you less athletic than we are? Oh, it's nothing. I was just worried about the soldiers inside. I see. Well, whatever the case, the situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. Alright, officially here. Nope. Stroll. Leon Stroll, a young man of the Kamar tribe, met at the recruitment center in Grand Trad, the genial youth who values justice with a good head on his shoulders. He comes from a noble family, but seems to have complex circumstances that led him to enlist the army. Typically a commoner profession. though new recruits grumble at being ordered to refer to each other by their surnames in order to prevent over familiarity, Stroll doesn't seem to mind. Yes, because you could die literally tomorrow. Northern border fort, a defensive fort on the northern edge of Ukrainian territory, also bordering the country of Oceania to the west. Built before the kingdom's unification, this old stronghold has outlived its political and strategic relevance, is most often used as training ground for new soldiers. Except that the one asshole probably thinks that it's a bunch of people on the other side. Or maybe wants people to believe. Magla Crystal. A crystallized cluster of magma that forms naturally in places where high concentrations are left to fester, though scholars have recently developed methods to create them artificially. The colors of the crystals depends on the formation process and its impurities. High purity natural crystals are indispensable in producing high performance igniters. As a result, some value them higher than gems and precious metals. Areas where crystals are abundant are often claimed in the name of the crown as mining sites. Fantasy novel. The book Satanta carries with him. It is a memoir-style novel depicting a country with neither magic nor a notion of tribes, where people are not discriminated by birth. Quite literally a fantasy world. It is designated a forbidden text by the Sanctus Church 10 years prior, and most copies are thought to have been burned, making it hard to come by in present day. It is a well-bound book that would be unusual for a commoner to own. Ah yes, book burning, the sign of any great culture. Alright then. Actually, let me not be stupid and... Oh, items... to... Yeah, slash, practice only, fairy saber. Oh, can Galka actually, like... do stuff occasionally? Oh, that's neat. Interesting. You have strength +1, agility +1. As people are dying in the background. Yeah, just a second, guys. Give me a sec. Oh, I can't save. God damn it. It's a tutorial. It should be fine. I say walking into a death trap. Oh, into a cutscene. That is also a death trap. How wonderful. Can we sell those igniters? Yeah, I'm asking for a friend. Oh, hello. You guys are just fucking... But you have magic. Throw shit at it. Don't just... Oh. Right.
We have to help the survivors.
Just to fight the giant fuck off monster. So... Damn, this is horrific. So many dead. Cryus, I hope you're safe. There's no time to waste. If we look, we may find some that still draw breath. Yeah. So humans are the big bad monsters. I'm guessing we're gonna learn a thing or two about what's going on. Oh, does he signal them to follow? If they get far? Oh, that's such a cool detail! I mean, he definitely didn't listen, but... That's... Okay, that's some nice attention to detail. Can't go there. I love shit like that. Little things like that. No, none of them are breathing. Damn, we're too late. But there might be others. Let's keep searching. Yeah, Jesus. Fucking hell. Does that thing have boots? Oh god. What's the deal with this one? It feels similar to that monster from earlier. It's smaller, but is that a human too? Looks like we're going not to fight it. Wait, if it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't just let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them. The casual, what do you think? Besides, our only hope right now is to join voices and strike as one. Would you not agree? I'm glad you still got your wits about you. With you here, we might just get through this. God. Studded legs with the leather boots. I fucking love how ridiculous this is. Some unique... Gotta love unique monster designs. I mean, now that Atlas isn't tied to, like, mythos from actual, like, human history and literature, they get to kind of rock out with whatever they really want. And you know what? I'm for it. Look, we don't stand a chance against this thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight it if we work out a plan together.
Take care of it, please.
Understood? The two of us, working as one. I'll trust your judgment on the timing of the attack. Press Y to engage your squad battles alongside your allies. Press Y anytime, but if you use X to X attacks to stun the enemy first, you'll start the battle with an advantage. Stay in the offensive by continuously attacking with X to deplete your enemy's break gauge that appears next to them, eventually stunning them. Got that little persona set up with it. I see you. Atlas has really come a long way when it comes to, like, menu flair. Like, the menu for this game isn't as saucy as some of the other stuff that they've had, but they've still learned a fucking lot when it comes to keeping, like, simple things like menus interesting. And even just being able to engage with stuff like this. When engaging in a squad battle against a stunned enemy, one party member will perform an initial attack. In addition, enemies remain stunned at the start of the battle. Be sure to take advantage of this. Also, the fucking background music. Hey, hey, in squad battles, press X to attack with your equipped weapon and Y to use skills, which consume MP. Perform your action will expend turn icon. See at the top of the screen. When all turn icons are consumed, the opponent round begins. So I doubt they're gonna have the half turn system. They wouldn't recycle, at least as far as I would know. I mean, maybe they might. Well, we'll see. First, we're gonna see if this thing is weak to fire. Doesn't seem like it. Didn't get anything in particular for that. Unscathed Triumph. Oh, okay, so they're having a system for being more efficient with battles is nice. I don't think Octopath Traveler was the game that invented it, but I think it was one of the games that popularized it for RPGs. For more recent RPGs, I should say. Because that was one of the fun things about Octopath Traveler, is that you would get some pretty decent rewards, actually, if you managed to do stuff like in a single turn or do it unscathed. Whew, we pulled through somehow. We're alive, and that's all I could ask. Let's press forward while we still can. Yeah. How are you weak to fire? Doesn't seem like it, but another case that was pretty easy. Oh yeah, no, these guys are much weaker. Alright. Stats increase. Alright, so we got a strength up. Damn, we started with 3? Fuck. For now, I'm just gonna keep buffing magic. Yeah, Dirt Slurs, yeah. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna keep buffing magic for now. Because the more damage we deal with those spells, the less we have to cast them, and the easier this gets.
Be careful.
So there's things dangerous, don't be fooled by the way it looks. Just gonna clear it out real quick. Oh, it resists fire. Good to know. That one didn't drop much either. So that wasn't one of the... Because there's always one of those fucking enemies that drops like excessive amounts of XP or money. Gotta keep my eye out for those. Also break every barrel that I can. Nope. Seems though it's locked, which means we'll probably have to go around for that. And you are open, however. Good to know. Oh, revival medicine. In case one of us goes down. Got it. Always remember to explore, everyone. You never know what you're gonna miss. Start heading upstairs.
Wait.
Hold on.
Be careful.
There's another one. If it spots us, this could get nasty. But we have the element of surprise. We can catch it off guard if we strike now, right? If you manage to successfully attack an enemy without being seen while using X, there's a chance their entire break gauge will deplete at once for an instant stun. So a chance. That doesn't mean it's guaranteed. Moving slowly. Yeah. Let's see. So we're gonna do fire. Yeah. Want to take these things out as quickly as possible. Probably should start saving an NP soon. Speaking of, do we have revival, medicine, medicinal herb? Yeah, we don't have anything for MP, so looks like we're using physical attacks from now on. Well, I mean, it's a lot easier to do that when he's near death's door. Oh, we have the ability to pass turns? Interesting. Now, those guys are squishy as hell. Ragged fur. Guessing that's a sellable item? Let's see. Yeah, exchange, yeah. So, okay. Hello, sir. He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. Elder, don't bloody touch me. I'm in a bad enough spot without you making it worse. That monster showed up was your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows you people. Of course this is how it ends. Damn it. Damn it all to bloody hell. I had healing items, sir. God damn. When you're so racist, you can't let yourself live. You're so raw. You're so young. A fresh recruit. Get away from here now. Our thing is up ahead. There's still more soldiers left alive, right? We can just run and leave them. We can't just run and leave them be. You're too late. That monster. We can't. Just run away. Stay away from that thing. It's not here either. We could have... Oh, where could he have gone? No idea. Ugh, damn Elder. I knew this fort was cursed. You're why that horror attacked. Calm down. It's not his fault the human appeared. You must know that, surely. But everyone's dead. They all had families. Help me, Elder. I don't care anymore. I don't want to die.
Damn it.
Oh wait, I just walked into the cutscene, didn't I? Fuck. Wait. You two. You're perhaps searching for someone. Can't quite answer that. Yet you cannot deny it either. Why hide this from me? I trust you have good reason. Well, to tell you the truth...
What?
That cry. Is that the human from earlier? Sounded like it came from the top of that tower. Maybe there are still soldiers fighting it there. I'll handle all personal matters later. Rescuing any survivors takes precedent. To the top of the tower.
Let's hurry.
I'm just gonna real quick check. See if there's anything I missed. Remember, always take the chance to explore. And it was just medicine. Yeah, it still helps. Do over here. Oh wait, forgot. It's not just press X. Gotta follow it up. Melee. Alright. Ooh, that'll probably sell for a fair bit. Let's go. Alright. Oh, well, it should stay stunned for a turn. Yeah, alright. Let's finish it off. Come on. Luckily, he still has some magic. It'd be nice to control him. Level 3. Hey, more magic. Let's go. We'll bump that to a 10.
I think that's all of them.
Can't go that way. Go through here for now. Go down here. Alright then. Clear these out real quick. He dropped nothing. Jesus. These ones I could just drop pretty easily, so... Honestly, don't need to sneak up on them, to be honest. You just need to hit them the one time. Fuck. I'm just, yeah, I'm used to other SMT titles where I just fucking, oh, that's the wrong one. Why are you using, out of all the times to use that, and on the one that definitely didn't need it. Alright. Hey, let's go. Nice crit. Didn't exactly need it, but also I had no idea that guy was there. Ooh, that probably helps with MP, doesn't it? Yeah, let's go. Alright. We'll save that for now. MP items are so valuable in Atlas games. They like to fucking hide those fuckers in most of them. We'll see how much they'll do that in this game, though. The roof is just up ahead. Might I have a moment? If I'm honest, I have my doubts there could be survivors. Facing that monster together may not even save anyone at this point. But I'm going to do it anyway. It's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's possibly for nothing? Because if there's a chance that there's even one survivor, then I'll not be the noble who runs away. Not this time. I can never live on myself. This time? And you? You plan to forge ahead despite that risk? I take it you refuse to die until you found whoever it is you're searching for. There's no turning back. There's no way I'm running from this now. I see. Well then, lend me your strength. I like the intricacies within, like, the igniter necklaces. This feeling. I knew it. That human from earlier is up there. What should we do? Let's go. Try not to do anything rash. Okay, here we go. All the way up the tower. That is a lot of dead bodies. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Fucking...
Such tremendous power.
Mouths with fingers on the wing. This is a funky ass design. I can already tell people had fun making this one. The miasma everywhere too.
We have to hold it off somehow.
It's like a split open pomegranate with apples growing off vines.
It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
Oh, she has a tiny little sword. No, the mission depends on her survival. Let's see. I'm not gonna waste NP just yet. We're just gonna... Yeah, I figured. Sir, no. Stop. The 1 damage. Ow. I am squishy, please. Yeah, we're just gonna try this again. Yep. Ow. Ow.
How is it this strong?
What more can I do? The prince is my best friend. I need to save him. I can't die in a place like this. And yet...
You two run! What? Above all else, I am a noble, and a noble defends his people, no matter the cost.
A true hero. A true leader.
Then live.
All of that for a drop of blood.
What? No! Please, say something!
Stroll! Don't be a fool. Just run for it.
Here we go.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler.
Mommy? Sorry, mommy? Sorry, mommy?
Fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne.
I say to a disembodied voice.
Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
Not quite a choice.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to
Heyo.
awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
Time for Satanta to become oh! Ow! That's not what that's supposed to look like. Holy shit. And people thought Persona 3 had the most intense sequence. Oh. Magic born from music. The sound. I see what's going on here. I see what you're doing here. There's gonna be some layers to that later. It is a pretty nice design, I won't lie. The body shape is a little weird, but I'm not sure I'm loving the hat. The cape is really nice with the wings, though, and while I don't love the hat, it has that nice crow aesthetic, like that, like Corvid. Yeah, I see.
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Alright. Oh, Psyche, not Garu? Interesting. Psyche and Day. Yeah, so they are trying to be different here. Okay. And then he reverts back. Okay. My own power doesn't even compare. What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of an igniter.
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Attacking weak points. Certain enemies are weak to certain affinities. After you've hit one of those weaknesses, the word weak will be displayed. Hitting an opponent's weakness or scoring a critical hit against them will also decrease the turn icon by... Oh, they do have the half system in this. Okay. Archetype. Seeker. Interesting. Oh, yeah, so that, yeah, the bird theme... A seeker, someone who tries to find... Okay. Yeah, we'll go for the wings.
I will fight with pride. Seeker. Wind.
Gotta hit the other spot too.
Hey, let's go. Yeah, okay, so they still have the half-turn system in this, but they're just applying it to a different game. Okay, that's interesting. And for anyone who stumbles upon this and doesn't know Atlas and their revolutionary half-turn system, essentially the idea is by exploiting weaknesses or getting critical hits, you can extend a turn by a half, effectively just meaning you get an extra turn on top of the ones that you already have. And most of their games, when it comes to SMT and other side projects, follow this system, and the best way to play is try and find a way to maximize your turns and setting up your plays in between them. Alright. Let me stop stalling.
It's okay. Come forth, royal soul. All right. How's that?
And ew. And, yeah, no, like it...
It's eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough. It's just gonna fix itself up no matter... Ick. I can't believe it's eating from its own body. Can you knock those apples off?
Is there another way?
Oh, fuck. That's not what I meant to do. Well, at least we resist that. We do not resist that, but we don't take as much damage. Right. There we go. Ugh, that does nothing. Alright. I want to save on mana, but... Yeah.
We don't take out those apple things? You know, maybe there's something I can do. Hey,
Have the Galvin knock down the apples to keep the foe from healing? Yes.
leave it to me.
Absolutely, if you could do that.
Now it can't heal itself anymore.
Well, look at how efficient you are. Of course, it still has the unripe one. You can tell it's ripe, but when the eyelid starts to grow in. Oh, but the main body isn't weak to it. Interesting. So they'll probably have... If they're willing to introduce a concept like that early on, I'll have to be careful about weaknesses across different body parts. And you can skip those scenes. Nice. Love the animation set up for it, but it's just... It does get repetitive after a while. Glad they have that built in. This point, just trading blows. And with that, the first human fell. Or our first human felled. Gorlio's apple. Interesting. And then we have ranks for this. Interesting. Okay. So, oh, our agility went up. Nah, let's just keep bumping magic. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, yeah, we don't have any other points.
True power
which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity.
Yep. That's definitely going to be the core of this game. Taking fear and turning it into, yeah. The idea of unknowns, the idea of anxiety and fears being used to rule over people, and instead trying to reforge it and remake it into the curiosity and exploration of it.
If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
Just about every Atlas game is always going to have a core value, or sometimes more than one, but generally a core value, a core concept it builds itself upon. And from there, it's usually up for you to either explore or experience the message within. Persona is a little bit, oh god, that was big burp. Persona is usually pretty straightforward and has you learning the message alongside the characters, and everything is built around it. Whereas SMT is a little bit more expressive and exploratory, encourages exploration within its own concepts, usually allowing you to choose different paths and kind of figure out where you want to go with these messagings, let you explore your own beliefs. I'm curious if they're going to go one way or the other with this. They might have even like an in-between way, but right now presentation is leaning towards Persona in terms of storytelling, and then gameplay SMT, which honestly I don't hate. That's actually kind of a neat fusion.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used?
The power of the heart.
And your whole body was... it was great!
I told you, the power of the heart.
Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
I have no idea how. Got eviscerated.
Someone actually survived.
Yay!
Grius! Oh, thank God.
Allies united.
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him.
You're part of the same race as or clan as the Sanctus. Yeah, because of the tattoos and the slightly pointed ears. Or at least I'm guessing that's the signifiers, because those are very similar.
The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under...
Grius, the grizzled veteran. God damn it! I wanted to do a triple G alliteration, but I didn't have anything G related to a soldier.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray.
Thick Scottish accent.
So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time.
Ah, we are assassins now.
Nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the
Just
prince's
have this in our back pocket. Through the mirror lies the prince, deep in slumber in the hidden village.
Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Can someone catch me up?
Can someone catch me up?
Oh,
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people.
got the Oda fucking silhouettes.
Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaban, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts.
Oh, his breastplate is an igniter. That feels a little... I mean, like, maybe they're tougher than I think, but having your very expensive, very important magic device strapped on your chest when you're probably going to get hit the most? I don't know.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaban himself.
Love the design pattern on this. And part of me is like, alright, so if you have all this, like, if you know it's him and you potentially have evidence to point towards him, why not bring it forward? But then again, I also imagine trying to do that with public opinion being a massive part of it. Not to mention the royals themselves probably wouldn't want to admit that they let that happen.
But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations didn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere.
So you let your enemy go to a random area by himself where he could potentially accumulate power with very to little no... Okay.
The soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly.
Imagining we're not going to get anything on the people behind him until later in the game.
Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, this isn't going to be easy.
Given what he said when he murked the king, he doesn't seem like he's all too keen on any type of significant change in terms of social cues.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep. Eavesdrop on the
Pulled out a fucking shiv. Why the fuck are you awake?
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
I mean, if this dude is as beloved as you say he is, every person on our side is a huge fucking help.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
Someone who actually gives a shit about what it means to be in a position of power outside of the benefits. I call bullshit.
You'll let him help us?
I mean, dude literally ran in to die for us, but yeah, that's fair. Gotta be cautious, I guess.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Save the prince from the death curse. Save the prince from his curse and defeat Luis Guerin, treasonous fiend who not only attacked the prince but murdered the king. An unknown deadline, which obviously means there are going to be deadlines for future things, which confirms the fact that there is going to be some time management to this. Rank is a total of 7 out of 10, so pretty damn hard.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
New ally, Grius. Grius, the battle-hardened veteran, has become your ally.
Finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
Yeah, nah, humans are, not the best.
No one truly knows.
Can speak from experience.
Protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast.
So they have a natural protection via just the magic around them.
All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn?
And imagine, like, having the chance to be isekai, you know, dream come true, go to a fantasy world, you know, have all sorts of adventures, and then you just morph into a hideous fucking monster.
Simmer down, boy.
Fucking rawest deal I've ever heard.
Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions.
Almost as bad as a behelit. Tell me more about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favour behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays saviour. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he is not only a master tactician,
what all the fucking Trumpers think Trump is like.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him.
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
So we're just gonna be out here learning what it is to be an assassin from you. If I should keep the really dangerous stuff away, I hope. Alright. With all that said, I think it's time we call it here for the night. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm really excited to get into this game. As I said, big fan of Atlas's work, and this is gearing up to be a really interesting one. I know there's supposed to be something in terms of gathering support and building up for a political race. I'm interested to see how they set that up and whether or not we will be a candidate or if we will be supporting a candidate. There's a lot of neat concepts that come from this, but right now we're still in the tutorial stage, so I can't speak too much on it. With all of that said, I hope you all have a good night, and remember, feel free to stop by the library anytime. See you all, 1 second, see you all another day.